everyone, welcome to Gendera. I'm Gerwin, and look what I got. I got a SCOBY. Honestly, I have got a few friends that have got kombucha going, but I got impatient, so I ordered one from Green Living Australia, and it's arrived, so really excited about that. So what I've done so far is I've made a litre of tea using 6 tea bags, and then I let that steep for 5 to 15 minutes. I think it was actually 15 minutes I let it steep for, and then I put the cup of sugar in there, and then I've let it cool for an hour. Now I've put it into my beehive jar glass thing, and now I'm going to put in 3 litres of water on top of that, and then I'm going to add the SCOBY, and hopefully we'll have kombucha. As much as I have made kombucha before, when I ordered my SCOBY, I actually picked up this big book of kombucha. So brewing, flavouring and enjoying other fermenting benefits of it. So I'm just going through it to remind myself and refresh my memory. So it's got these lovely pictures, goes through all the information. It's got heaps of information in there. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm up to putting the SCOBY in. And it'll have to stay in there, just happily fermenting. So I've got my 4 litres of liquid in there now. I think it's about 21 days, depending on the temperature, to get to the point where it's actually a lovely fermented drink and ready to drink. So I'm going to put my SCOBY in, and then I'm going to find something to cover the top with, possibly a cloth. Might put a cloth on. I do have a glass lid for this, but you need to be able to have some air coming out, so I might use a cloth and have the lid sitting on top. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get the SCOBY in. Taking this out of the bag, I'll have a read of this. And so for those that don't know what kombucha is, kombucha is a probiotic drink, basically. So, and it's really expensive if you buy it in the shops because it's a living drink. It helps your good bacteria in your stomach and helps all your digestion and gut health. So a kombucha SCOBY is that little round thing in there. So it's a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, which is SCOBY. And so make your own kombucha at home with this symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, SCOBY, and enjoy the refreshing probiotic gut healthy beverage without the premium price of bottled kombucha at the shops. In this, it includes 250 ml of the mother liquid, and just add the contents of the jar and top up with cooled sweet tea. And see instructions on the reverse side. So we've got lovely instructions. So this is for a much smaller batch than this, but that shouldn't be a problem. So place the sachet into the clean, sterile fermentation jar. So you can actually just make a litre up at a time. I'm doing up a big one because I find it easier to just add extra sweet tea to this mix. So add 1 litre of cooled sweet tea made using 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 to 4 tea bags of black tea. Cover the jar with a tight weave cloth and secure with a rubber band or similar. Keep in a warmish place. After 5 to 7 days, as you see the SCOBY growing, add another litre of cool sweet tea. After another 5 to 7 days, you should be able to start enjoying your kombucha. Add replacement cool sweet tea as you harvest your kombucha. So yes, there's more information on the Green Living Australia website. So, and ideally I probably shouldn't have this sitting on top of the microwave, but I do, because this is where I've got to have it sitting in my little expandable container home, or tiny home. It's 36 square meters, it's small. Anyway, let's put the SCOBY in. I opened the bag and I thought I'd give you a look. I've actually got 2 SCOBYs in there, but that works for me. And kombucha is a lovely fermented drink, which can be sweet to start off with, but it can get quite sour. But it's carbonated naturally. So anyway, I'm going to pop that in and show you what it looks like. So I hope you can see that, because I can't, because I'm not tall enough. But so the SCOBYs are now in there. Once it's actually fermented, there'll actually be another SCOBY that goes right the way across the top. So yeah, and I will just keep an eye on this over the next week or so, see how it goes. Probably add another litre of tea, and go from there. And we'll be able to start drinking some of our own homemade kombucha, and then we could actually do a second ferment and add extra things into it, and maybe put some gotcha cola in it or something like that from the garden. But very excited to have this started. Things are starting to happen on the homestead. It's very exciting. Now I just got to decide whether or not I'm going to publish this video as just a starting point, or wait until I've got the whole thing together and then put it up. Decisions. I might do both. Anyway, I hope you're having fun and you're learning and growing on your homestead, because remember, you're either
green and growing or ripe and running.
That's right, you've always got to be learning and growing on the homestead. It's really important, especially nowadays with things going so wacky. It's really important to continuously be learning things, and especially learning the old ways of doing stuff.
Yeah.
And this is going to make some nice carbonated beverages. So bubbly stuff. But stay tuned, and I'll probably show you some other bits and pieces that we experiment with over the along the way. Anyway, you have a great day, and we'll catch you in the comment section. Bless you.
Bye.